We haven't done a segment on the media in a while in this country. And it's probably something we should mix in even more. I know we rip on them a lot, but we should always keep in mind the media is the one that's primarily responsible for the fact that your neighbor lives in a world of make-believe. Your crazy Aunt Kathy on Facebook, she lives in a world entirely of make-believe. They live in a world of make-believe because we have a media in this country that isn't biased. All right, they're not left-leaning, a little liberal. The media is hostile. They are truly the enemy of the people. Credit to Trump for calling them that early and often, because that is what they are. They are the enemy of the United States of America, and they wake up every single day and they prove it over and over and over and over again. You do remember how often we've talked about stochastic terrorism, right? And what that is. Stochastic terrorism is basically laying out all the necessary things for a horrible event to happen. And so you know one's going to happen. You just can't predict what that will be, but you do it on purpose. This is what you do to your political opponents. Hey, look at those guys. All the short people, they're evil. It's short people who are responsible for your problems. Short people suck. And then a week later, some nutball decides to hurt a short person. And then you get to wash your hands of it, right? Hey, I never said to do anything like that. The media in this country has done this over and over and over again with Republicans, as Republican elected officials and normal people on the ground have been assaulted and murdered by the communist street scum in this country. And in case you're wondering, the media has not taken even a brief moment to reflect on all this. Why? Because they want it to happen. They're still calling Steve Scalise a KKK guy?
That's why I think Scalise is probably the most likely candidate.
David Duke without the baggage. Longtime political reporter claims that when she first met Scalise, when David Duke was a state representative, Scalise, who's from Louisiana as well, told her, I was like David Duke without the baggage. Roll call, the interview. Scalise claimed in 1999 that he embraced many of the same conservative views as David Duke, but is more viable. Scalise appeared at a white supremacist event led by a group founded by David Duke. Chip Roy, who gave a speech today, gave a lovely speech for McCarthy. That's the guy who endorsed lynchings in Texas. The bench is rotten.
You hear that and maybe you get mad. Maybe you roll your eyes. Maybe you think, oh, brother, here we go again with this. And you should. All those things are fine. It's not like you're doing anything wrong. But you should keep in mind the vile street scum that is the communist base of this country, the Antifas, the BLMs, the climate change nutters. We're talking lifetime losers with no parents or bad parents, nothing to live for, oftentimes a criminal record, drugged out, alcoholed out. They hear things like this and they take them as a call to action. You're a lifetime communist loser with no purpose in life. And the media tells you time after time after time that you can go take care of the KKK. Now, in your mind, you've been given a mission. You've been given a purpose. And that is why they lash out time after time after time. And that is why they do the things they do.
Support the First TV today and get instant access to exclusive specials like Who is Ron DeSantis, The History of FBI Scandals, and America's Worst Presidents. Visit thefirsttv.com/support or download the First TV app to become a supporter and start watching today.